In this sport, you don't wait for judges to decide your fate. TenexToken puts you in control. Stake instantly, speculate discreetly, and keep your moves private. TenexToken. Play smart, play discreet. This is Kugan Cassius for IFLTV. It's the start of fight week, Parker versus Wardley. Delighted to be joined by Mr. Malik Scott.
Yes.
How are you, sir?
Good. How you been, brother? Everything's
all good? Yeah, all good.
Good.
Not an ideal situation with the fight with Edmondson not happening, but the show goes on, as they say.
Yes, the show goes on. I don't care if it was a real injury or not. People have been asking me, do I think that it's real? Do I think it's not? I really don't care. I care about the opponent we have now. I care about Ezra going in there and looking like a professional and getting the job done with a good victory.
Yeah, I mean, as fight fans, I think a lot of people have been looking forward to that clash. It's been building for quite some time.
Yes.
So on that side, it's a disappointment, but you involved in the team, you got to move on from it.
You got to move on. These type of things don't just happen in boxing, they happen in life. This was a very uncomfortable camp for Ezra. I made sure it was uncomfortable. He didn't give me one rebuttal, and that's tough for a young fighter to go through every day in camp uncomfortable without doing one rebuttal. I expect at least 5 rebuttals per camp. I haven't got one rebuttal from Ezra Taylor, and I've had him in with tough sparring, just doing so much stuff that, it's just so much stuff, like putting the wear and tear on him, not just physically, but mentally. And he's rested up now, and come fight night, he's ready, prepared, very much so.
Sorry, Malik. How good is Ezra, in your opinion? You work with him, you've been in the fight game for many generations now. So how good is he?
How good is he? I want to be realistic. That's tough to say, how good is he? I could tell you how good I believe he's going to be. If he continue to do what he do, it's impossible for him to miss. I've been around fighters since I've been 12 years old. I just turned 45. I've never seen a fighter this early in his career sacrifice so much and work as hard as Ezra worked without rebuttals. If you're working real hard, but you're rebuttaling 5 times per session, you're not really working hard. That's not, a part of working hard is no rebuttals. All the focus is on the instructions that you're getting from your teacher, and you going in there and you're doing what you're told. This is what Ezra do, and I think that's a gift. I don't know the name of that gift, but I know compliancy. I know that sacrificing. I know that handling everything like a professional is a gift, and Ezra has that. And how far he get to go with that is all up to him, or how long he want to stay on a straight course.
Just moving on to the main event, very intriguing fight between Joseph Parker and Fabio Wardley. Have you made a pick for this fight yet, Malik?
It's tough and it's not. It's not tough because I believe Joe Parker deserved everything that he got coming to him. It's not tough because we've seen what Joseph Parker had to deal with opposition that's considered higher than Fabio. But what is tough is I remember me and Fabio spending time together in Usyk camps in Ukraine, just me and him boxing Usyk. And I don't even think he had amateur fights or nothing at that time. And he was doing more than holding his own with Usyk. He was really challenging himself. He was challenging Usyk in those sessions. So one would say, well, what does that have to do with today? Because I believe that same character, that same competitive spirit that he showed in those sessions, that's the reason why he's here. I think that's the reason why he punched hard. I think that's the reason why he trained the way he trained. I think the match itself should get a lot more credit than it's getting, meaning Fabio should get a little bit more credit. But if I was a betting man, I would be a smart man and go with the more seasoned, the more, in my opinion, Joseph Parker is more hungrier than he's ever been, even though he's on the second half of his career. And I just believe Joseph Parker is better than he was on the first half of his career. And I believe Fabio is learning on a job. And this is one hell of a job to learn on a job. And Fabio has been doing it, fighting like guys that can fight. He's going against the best fighter he's ever fought come Saturday night. And if I was a betting man, I would bet on Joseph Parker. And if Fabio and him get into exchanges early on, I would see it by stoppage. it's just so hard to tell because Fabio hit so hard that in exchanges he could end up clipping Joe. And we seen Joe down before. So the fight should get more credit than it's getting because it's a great fight. But if I was a betting man, I would bet on Joe Parker.
Okay, not long to find out. Just a couple more things quickly. There's rumours circulating that we could see a trilogy fight between Dillian Whyte and Derek Chisora. Have you seen that?
No, I didn't see that. But
yeah, David Hayes made some comments to suggest that they're in talks for Derek's last fight. Obviously, it's Derek you know very well. What do you reckon about that?
This Derek right here versus this Dillian right here. When the last time Derek fought? I see Derek more outside the ring. I don't even remember when.
February.
Yeah, who did it? Was it?
I'm going blank.
Southpaw.
Wallin.
Otto Wallin. Sorry.
We seen how Dillian just looked against Moses, but we also know Dillian's character. And Dillian's character is so big that he could have performances like that against Moses, and even the world is still like, but that's Dillian Whyte. Don't get this fucked up. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's still Dillian Whyte. But we have to see. I really wouldn't have a pick 'em for that type of fight. I just know they're gonna beat the fuck out of each other, and I'm gonna enjoy it. Like, you know for sure, that's for sure that's gonna happen. They're gonna beat the crap out of each other. I gotta stop cussing. My wife gonna kill me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We'll bleep it out. We won't actually, but anyway.
Yes.
Malik, just the last one. Are you still in communication with Deontay? What's going on now?
Well, happy birthday to him. I talked to him earlier.
Happy birthday.
Today is my brother Deontay Wilder's birthday. I don't know what he got coming up next, but we always talk, check on each other. His next fight, I don't know where it's at, but I'm going to be there supporting. I plan on seeing him. He just got a brand new house, I believe, in California. He just told me about that, so I'll be there. And yeah, love is love, man.
We'll see him and AJ next year?
What's the chances of that? I was told he got to fight January the 16th, right?
Yeah. I mean, we don't believe that to be AJ, but
we'll see, right? We'll see. I would pay to see him and AJ have a conversation with each other. I would love to see them fight each other. I would love to see AJ and the Fury just sit down and talk. The fights that's supposed to happen, they go so long without happening that I'd be like, can I just see y'all talk to each other? Can I just see y'all do something? Bro, I just want these big fights to happen, and those are the type of fights, no matter what, I will always sit down and watch a Fury versus AJ. I will always sit down and watch a Deontay versus AJ. Those fights, to me, never really lose size. They may lose momentum on how big they could have been, but they will never lose their value. I don't care how old they get.
In this sport, you don't wait for judges to decide your fate. TenexToken puts you in control. Stake instantly, speculate discreetly, and keep your moves private. Register now for your share of the $250,000 prize pool. Multiple winners, bigger chances. TenexToken.io. Terms and conditions apply.